You know, you ladies are going to have to start understanding that, unfortunately, extreme levels of privacy is going to be needed for you to be happy. And sometimes, yes, that does include keeping your friends and family out of your wins sometimes as well. Privacy is a lifestyle. You have to take being private as a lifestyle. And the reason why is because I'm a very spiritual person. I do believe that negativity, or even talking negative or thinking negative about a positive thing that just came your way, or you're waiting for it to come your way, can have a mass impact. And a good example of this is Nara Smith. This is not a video bashing Nara Smith. Sorry if you clicked it and you thought that I was going to sit here and bash a woman for about 15 minutes. I don't do that. That's not my vibe. This video is actually kind of an appreciation. I think Nara Smith, I like her. I think she's, based on what I've seen and she's presented, she seems very like sweet and just like on her own vibe, on her own wave. But I did notice that after her recent pregnancy reveal, a lot of the ladies bullied her in her comment section. And, you know, anytime it's a sacred moment like love or children or, you know, healing, maybe somebody had a disease and they're better. Anytime it's like sacred moments like that, I think that you should keep them away from the masses and remain private. If it's about a win or something you've been waiting on for a long time, I think you should be private about it and keep it offline. The way they sat up there and bullied a pregnant woman in her comment section and bullied her and made her feel like a villain off of a surprise pregnancy is exactly why I tell women to stay private and have extreme privacy. Not regular privacy, extreme privacy. Because like I spoke about last night on live, and if you guys missed the live last night, go ahead and take a look at it. The world is operating at such a low level. People are not doing the work to ascend, to move to higher places as a person, to be a better person, that when they see somebody's happiness, they attack it. They just attack it. Even if you're not an influencer, they just attack it. Because it's just like, people rather bond over trauma, misfortune, and negativity as opposed to just celebrating somebody and being happy for them. That's just too positive. Me seeing a pregnant woman on my timeline and me just saying, wow, congratulations on your beautiful bundle of joy. May God bless you and your family. No, I'm going to just leave a nasty comment. Yeah, because I don't like myself and I'm also very jealous. So I can't get close to her, but I can leave a nasty comment to make her feel bad about herself. And that is why I'm not all for the whole girls girl narrative, because if you go on her comment section, the stuff that these ladies are leaving, it's just like there needs to be some type of global intervention as to why you think it would be appropriate to leave such a hateful comment. Babies are a gift from God. To leave a hateful comment and say, oh yeah, see, she's just a dirty liar. See, she said she was done after her fourth. Look, she's pregnant again. What a weirdo. She doesn't know what contraceptives are. She doesn't have anything better to do. What? What? You've got to be kidding me. You know, I find it so repulsive how a woman can just be celebrating her happiness, but the minute it's exposed to the world, people try to pollute that happiness. That's why I always push for privacy. I'm always telling women you have to be very, very private, very, very private. You have to gatekeep your life, gatekeep your happiness, gatekeep your wins. Just remain as private as you possibly can and keep people out of your celebrations because they will taint it. Privacy is a superpower. It's not taught to women for many reasons, but privacy is a superpower because it protects your peace, it protects your state of mind, it protects your decisions, it protects your family, and it protects your livelihood. Privacy is a superpower. when Nara Smith posted her baby reveal for her fourth child, the comment section was absolutely disgusting. I couldn't believe it. When I saw the comment section, it really disturbed my spirit. I literally had to stop scrolling. I think when I got to like the fourth comment, I'm like, okay, I gotta get off. This is disturbing my spirit. I gotta get off. And the reason why is because when you expose your life to people, and you don't even have to be an influencer. It could just be in your family, your friends, your job. This guy the other day literally said that when his manager saw his new car, she fired him a week later. The minute you start giving entryway, you start giving people entryway to your life, to your happiness, to your joy, to your peace, to your wins, you are basically allowing them to have the opportunity to destroy what you've created. When you understand the power of privacy, you'll understand Beyonce and why she doesn't announce her tours a year in advance like everybody else, and why she doesn't drop dates, why she doesn't drop album release dates, why she doesn't prepare you for what she's doing. Why? Because she's preserving the energy behind what she is working on. She's preserving the energy of her craft. Nara Smith, in my opinion, has been getting bullied on the internet for the last 5 years. And all this woman does is cook, clean, and post her breastfeeding her babies. That's it. She doesn't do anything else. But her comment section is full of jealous men and jealous women who just have a problem with seeing a woman live a healthy life. When they bullied her off of her bob, remember when she had that bob and they dragged her for that? It's awful. And the sad part about it is a lot of these bullying comments are coming from women. That is the most unfortunate part. And then when I go online and I talk about how the girls narrative is fake, people get upset as if you're not seeing it in real time. Ladies, you're gonna have to learn how to just understand that you don't have anything to prove. You don't need anybody to validate your happiness. You don't need anybody to validate your pregnancy. You don't need anybody to validate anything. And when you get used to not needing that, you're going to literally never tell people what's going on. Like me, I stopped talking about my personal life years ago. I stopped talking about my wins, my pains, what I'm excited about. I stopped talking about that years ago when I realized that if I need what is in me to be birthed in a healthy manner, and if I need this to go well, I'm going to just have to keep it quiet until it happens, and it happens successfully and it's solid before I say anything to anybody. Because the evil eye thing, it's a real ordeal. I always tell women, especially if you're attractive, you do not want to share your wins in your life with the world, especially if you're attractive. Just don't do it. Go ahead and opt out of it, because they are going to drag you so hard for simply being happy, because the world, like I always say, the world doesn't really like beautiful women like that. I think I've warned women and men, if you're beautiful or handsome or successful or you have something going for yourself, the world doesn't like you. They're not going to like you. Most people will not like you if you're handsome or beautiful or wealthy. Most people will not like you. They'll act like they do, but deep down inside, you're triggering them, and they know that. And you'll see the evidence of that. So what I'm trying to get you, ladies and gentlemen, to understand is privacy is one of the best weapons and tools that you can use to protect your life and to protect your livelihood and your happiness. Because the minute what you're happy about is exposed to the masses, if they're not aligned or spiritually balanced, it's going to be a natural reflex for them to try to destroy it. That's why when somebody tries to bash me or get in the way of what I'm doing or bring what I'm doing down or like ostracize me or verbally, be nasty to me, I expect it. I don't let it bother me, because that's a natural response to somebody who's on a lower frequency. It's natural for somebody who's vibing on a low frequency to react. It's natural for a jealous woman to leave a nasty comment. It's natural for a jealous man to try to get in the way of what somebody else is doing. When people are operating at their baseline, which most people are, you're going to become more protective about your life and what you're doing, because most people are at their baseline, which means anything good that you got going on, they're going to try to sabotage it. They're going to throw curses on it. It's natural for people to do that because most people are at their baseline. They're not doing the work. People who are doing the work, who are happy and balanced, is not going to go on a pregnant woman's photos who's married and successful and say, you should have used a rubber, or where are your contraceptives, or wow, you're such a liar. You said your fourth baby was your last baby. You're just another dirty liar. Nobody who's happy is going to leave comments like that. That's why I can tell how happy a woman or a man is based on what they comment on people's videos. Because your comment is an example of how you feel about yourself internally. If you're spreading hate, it's because you hate yourself. If you're spreading love, it's because you love yourself. If you're spreading knowledge, it's because you care about the masses. So you can tell how somebody feels about themselves based on the comment section and what they leave in people's comment sections. And what the women are leaving in Nara Smith's comment section proves my theory about the whole girls girl thing. It really does. And a lot of it is rooted in jealousy. And a lot of it also is rooted in people just not wanting to see another person happy. And, you know, if I was Nara Smith, I would never reveal my pregnancy. My pregnancy would be revealed when my baby was 3 months old. The world wouldn't even know I'm pregnant. I would never share it with them. Because that's a sacred moment. I would never share that. But of course, based on her content and, you know, the foundation of her content, she went and she shared it. But the comment section, of course, is a confirmation as to why you shouldn't share those things. Or it's you have to be prepared for the negativity that will come with sharing those things. You cannot take down control freaks, Jezebels, and Leviathans if you don't have respect and boundaries. Respect and boundaries, part 2. All of us in life have our own individual power. The problem is when you give that away by being a habitual people pleaser. And respect and boundaries, part 2. We will be doing a deeper dive into how to respect yourself and how to also ensure that the people around you are giving you the same respect that you also give yourself. In addition to that, we have Defeat Jezebel and Leviathan on June 29th, following the Respect and Boundaries Part 2. In order to deal with lower level controlling entities, you need to know how to spot them within individuals and know how to navigate them. In other words, vampires, sociopaths, narcissists all fall under the Jezebel and Leviathan umbrella. In this class, I'm going to teach you how to spot people who have these entities operating in them, how to respond to them, and how to protect yourself from them on a both spiritual and physical level. You guys do not want to miss these master classes. Very, very important.